When defending somebody, so let's just say you're defending someone for murder. Does it matter to you if the person did it or not?
First of all, people ask me that question all the time. And my answer is I believe in criminal defense. I believe our criminal justice system is very imperfect, very flawed. Innocent people are convicted all the time, but I still think it's the best system I've seen. I've looked at other countries' systems. I've seen just judges who are political appointees deciding guilt or innocence. And our jury system is the fairest in the world, despite its problems. I mean, look, hundreds of people have been released from death row, from life sentences because of DNA. Think of years ago when there was no DNA to look at. Think how many innocent people and their families were destroyed through our justice system. But nevertheless, I do think it's the fairest I've seen as I look around the world. Um, Everyone has to do their part to make the system fair. The judge has to do his or her part. The prosecutor has to do his or her part. The defense attorney has to do his or her part. And every time a defense attorney fights hard and professionally for their client, they make the system work. You can defend someone who's guilty of something. It may not be that they're guilty of what they were charged with, or they may not be guilty at all, or they may look guilty to you. But if you make sure the police don't abuse their power, if you make sure the prosecutor doesn't abuse his or her power, you are making everyone else safer and everyone else fair, and everyone is presumed innocent till proven guilty, no matter what the situation looks like. So I really believe in what criminal defense lawyers do. And I think we've done more to advance civil liberties and civil rights in the history of America than any other profession I can think of.
I mean, were there certain cases where it was just so gruesome that you said, I'm not going to represent this person from a moralistic point of view, or will you defend anybody?
I will defend people I suspect are guilty. I will defend people I suspect did something wrong, because everyone deserves a chance. Everyone deserves a competent, aggressive, passionate defense. If I feel emotionally, for some reason, I can't defend someone, I will not take the case. But let me say this. If I were ever faced with a situation where there was nobody left to defend that person except me, I would do it to make the system work. But
Got it.
I haven't been in that situation because there are plenty of other lawyers around who will take cases. But I think every time a criminal lawyer steps in a courtroom and does a great job, they make us all more safe and more fair.
Well, you said, I would like to abolish the death penalty. It is applied in a very unjust, arbitrary fashion in America. Mistakes are made and innocent people are executed. To me, the death penalty is nothing more than legislated revenge.
I don't believe in the death penalty. I understand the vengeful feelings victims or their families have towards those who are convicted or suspected of murdering someone. I understand the feelings of vengeance, the feeling of wanting someone to pay for what happened. But I don't think we can afford to make a mistake with one person. And I do think mistakes are made. And I think DNA has proven that mistakes are made all the time. I mean, hundreds of people have been released. Those people could have been executed if they were convicted of a death penalty offense. So because it's so arbitrarily imposed, because our conditions are so imperfect, because we can't afford to make one mistake, and because I don't think the state should be in the business of legislating how to commit revenge, I think we're better off just having the ultimate penalty, life in prison, which some people think is even worse.
Mm.